This video shows you impressions from our beautiful sailing trip in Greece. First we sailed to the fantastic village of Parga, then to the authentic Tur Rock Bay, and at the end of the video I will show you impressions from Preveza, which is always worth a visit. Enjoy! Very beautiful sailing from Paxos to Parga. This is a very beautiful town on the mainland of Greece, and you see here we have a wonderful wind, a light breeze, 9 knots, so we're doing 3.5, 3.8 nautical miles per hour and enjoying this beautiful sailing. And here you can see Parga in the front and Antipaxos and Paxos.
Like always, beautiful view through the windows of Hopyacht. And it was very cold today, so it's good to stay inside the cabin and have everything under control and see the area. North of the small peninsula on which Parga is located, there's a nice beach and a bay which is very protected against the prevailing winds. You see here we anchored near to the beach and far to the north to be even more protected. We left the dinghy in the southeast corner of the bay at the beach, you see here, and took this road towards the castle of Parga. Castle is beautifully located on the head of the peninsula, and from here you have a wonderful view to the southern bay. 15 years ago we anchored with the anchor in the front and the lines to this wonderful little island where there's the church. The old town of Parga is full of restaurants, bars and shops, and it's really enjoyable to make a walk. Here you see the beach on the southern side. After we lifted the anchor on the next day, we made a little boat tour to the southern port, where anchoring is not allowed, but of course navigating. And we wanted to see the old town from the seaside and also the church where we anchored the last time. And then we were on the way to Tur Rock Bay, or Scala, like it's on Google Maps. So here things changed a lot. When we were here 14 years ago, we were the only boat in the bay could anchor directly in front of the beach. As the draft of Hopyacht is only 80 to 90 centimeters, we could also anchor in the first row directly in front of the beach. In Tur Rock Bay, Greece is still like it was 15-20 years ago. Very authentic is this wonderful bar on top of the cliffs. Very, very low prices and a wonderful view to the boats. And you see also, although there were 15 boats in the bay, everybody has place to anchor. The water is very shallow, even far from the beach, so it's a pleasure to swim here or to walk in the water. We enjoyed this place so much that we stayed 2 nights. It was time to leave the 2 rocks and the bay and to sail to Preveza. Good morning! With a nice breakfast from Hop. We started this morning from Tur Rock Bay, where we stayed 2 nights at 7 o'clock with around 95-96% on the batteries. And my wife did not like the sea, so here in the Ionian Sea it's always that during the day, if there's the normal conditions, the wind increases, there's a thermal wind and the northwest comes, and also some waves. And so if you go towards the north, always go in the morning. If you go towards the south, normally we wait for the wind, but with my wife we did not do. So we started and have now here a flat sea, maybe you see in the background. Instead of taking the boat in the back on a line, we now installed the dinghy with lines and the halyard in the back. So you see the dinghy is quite good. It must be high, it does not touch the water. It stays on both ends of the hulls, and
We are enjoying the day with the coffee from the coffee machine and this wonderful view towards the coast, and in the back you can see Tur Rock Bay, where the boats are still anchoring.
Many people are curious about the energy consumption, about the speed, and the reality is it depends very much on the conditions. You see here quite good conditions, light wind from the back, and 890 watt on both motors, so 1800 watt, and we are doing 3.5 knots. This means with this speed we need 500 watt hours per sea mile. If we would reduce the speed to 2.5 knots, the consumption would only be 330 watt hours. We had to motor nearly all the way and only could sail at the end, so we consumed quite a lot. We started with 97% of the battery, and at the end we had more or less 66%, so we consumed 30%. Took the moorings at the city quay and make a walk through the town. What was very beautiful this time was that there were a lot of musicians walking through the streets already during the day and also at night. Main street of Preveza is not spectacular but quite nice and has a beautiful clock tower. In the small streets of the old town of Preveza there are a lot of beautiful restaurants. I always go to the family restaurant Ventura. The fish is very good there and the prices are really reasonable. And the music bands also passing by while we had our dinner. After Preveza, we sailed to the beautiful island of Lefkada with fantastic beaches, but this I will show you in the next video. If you like the video, please leave a comment or like, and if you want to see more videos, please subscribe my channel.